AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
They all in the building. They want to go crazy. Another loss. 3 in a row. They want Vince McMahon to come out so bad. You're fired.
But he used to say with the you're fired.
Yo, say that shit crazy. Yo, you're fired. I can't even do that shit.
Yo, that shit used to be hilarious.
He said we sucked at his all. Not us. You ain't talking about us. We live.
Big Flea, never the little one. Biggest Shaw. Friday. Happy Halloween, everybody. Do that shit.
We in the building. AllBall in the check-in. He'll be back. AllBall is going crazy. Let's...
AllBall suckers.
Listen, man. Fish, what's going on, man?
Fish, what's good, bro?
What's going on, my peoples?
OG. Everybody in the building.
See y'all in the building. JR, let's start it early. I love you, man. Hey, yo, I'm slipping. I'm falling. I can't get up. One of those nights, my brothers.
Appreciate that $4.99.
$4.99. I'm sorry, I didn't even shout out your $4.99. I ain't put no harmony in that. There was no R&B in that.
I got you, gangster. I got you.
R&B is crazy. I can't wait for them to start taking our shit, man. AllBall dubbed that.
Yes, he did dub that.
That's too crazy. $4.99.
Oh, man.
Heroic, what's going on? Simply, yo, shut up, man. God damn, I'm trying to be serious. Nostalgia, what's going on? What's going on, my peoples? I ain't see Laturia in the building, man. But I heard you. I heard Laturia live the other day on on them other chats. I mean, we started throwing up the link up here, man. Laturia be getting busy. What's it called? Blawrence Tears. They were going crazy with some dude. They let me tell you something, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to all content creators.
Lyrical Kyle Everson. No, I don't want to do that, Kyle. I don't want to do that, Kyle. Sure.
Talking about bring Thibs back.
Never should have left.
And bring Pun back before Thibs.
Yeah, whatever, nigga.
We mentioned Thibs. Talking about them damn Knicks. We were chuckling and shit. AllBall would have cursed us out by now.
Yes, he would have.
Happy Halloween. Trick or treat. Knicks tricked us tonight, man.
Knicks Rehab.
Knicks Rehab, y'all.
You hear it in Flea's voice. Myth, thank you for your $5. Leon Rose recruiting Brunson's buddies instead of real play on. Leon Rose recruiting Brunson's buddies instead of real players. Leon has to go. Sheesh. 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 Listen, man. We got a lot of stuff to read. Box score to get down, get busy with. So I'm going to get this out of the way. Keep your eyes on the prize, baby Bubba. This episode is brought to you by PrizePicks. You and I make decisions every day, but on PrizePicks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on PrizePicks. where it's good to be right. Unlike Mike Brown, it's good to be right, y'all. Should have had Brunson over 20 today, easily. What's wrong with y'all? I messed that up. Brunson with more than 20 today. Come on now. 20 points, that is. It was Chicago. He goes hard against them. I mean, when he crossed up Caruso, big body. Huh? PrizePicks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 fantasy sports app. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. Flea. We ain't right. Knicks, they keep getting their ass bust.
You're not right.
So they was a little closer. Let's jump right into it, y'all. Knicks lose 135, 125. That's a lot of points, man.
You ain't winning no games giving up 135 points. You could put a fork in that. It's not happening.
Not at all.
Not winning games like that. Top to bottom, we should be. We are a better team than it, but this team just came here and just completely outplayed us.
Could have fooled me. Of course, Mitchell Robinson returned tonight after missing the first 4 games of the season. On the Bulls side, you had 32 points from Josh Giddey. He just was 1 assist shy of a triple-double, 32, 10, and 9 for him. He had no turnovers, which is crazy. He saw a Deuce and he saw a fool. At first possession, he was all right with Deuce, but after that, he killed him. 26 for Vucevic. He killed Karl Anthony Towns bad. It's a bad 12-point swing in the fourth quarter, Flea. Ayo, the Sumo, he was really on us too, man.
20 off the bench, nigga.
22. Lightweight. They're missing Zach Collins and Kobe White tonight. The Bulls were. And on the Knicks side, we had 4 guys with more than 20 points. Unusual, but true. 26 points for OG Anunoby. He did pretty good. 26 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He's getting into shape. He had a couple of them dashes when he them jabs, and he starts stabilizing the defense or the defenders. 26 points for him, 5 or 7 from 3, 22 points for Karl Anthony Towns. He really turned it up in the third quarter. In his first half, he had like 7 points or 5 points, and then he really turned it up in the second half. 10 rebounds for him as well. 4 points, 11 rebounds, no blocks for Mitchell Robinson in 19 minutes. But they were stellar. You see there, 0 plus minus. OG and Karl Anthony Towns finished with +6, +7, respectively. OG and Karl Anthony Towns. That must have been with Mitchell Robinson on the floor. I got to get the plus minus for these rosters. I was trying to figure that out earlier. But finishing up with the box scores, Mikal Bridges, 23 points, 6 assists, 4 of 8 from 3, 9 of 14 from the field. He shot 64% from the field, 50% from 3. And he was actually, to me, he was effective. It was impactful. All of the assists and the points. 29 points for Jalen Brunson, 12 of 25 from the field. He shot 48%, 3 of 8 from the 3-point line, 37.5%. Only 5 free throws, 2 of 5. He missed 3 free throws, so that's big time. 7 assists. I'm actually surprised about that. Nobody scored in double figures off the bench. Josh Hart, AllBall would have had a ball. In 15 minutes, Josh Hart was 0 for 1. Beyond a triple single. This is one of the worst stat lines of all time. He had more fouls than points and rebounds combined. I don't think he's ever done that in his life. No points for Josh Hart. 1 assist, 1 rebound, and 1 turnover. Turnovers killed us in the first half, by the way. Flea. We had 8 turnovers in the first half.
Brother.
They had 16 points off those turnovers in the first half, averaging 2 points per turnover. I gotta look up a stat for that because I think that's a big deal. How many points does a team average per turnover? But
We
it
gave up 25 points in total on our turnovers.
it's only 9 in the second half.
25 points is a lot of points to give up on strictly turnovers. It's too much.
The total turnovers we had, by the way, I'm sorry, Flea. Yeah, 12 in the game. So we only had 4 turnovers in the second half. The Bulls only had 7 in the game in total, and I believe they had 2 in the first half. So they had 5 turnovers in the second half, which is when we really turned up. But that first half was really where the stress comes from, Flea.
I mean, I thought it was a tale of two halves, right? The second half was a way better half for us. We played with a lot of energy in that third quarter, but going into the half down 19, not being able to hit shots, our defense is really, really bad right now. It's not like just a little good. It's just really, really, really bad right now. We look extremely lost on both ends of the basketball court. Far too many times do I see guys catching the ball and everybody is standing around. We don't run anything. We don't have any sets in place. We're not trying to get guys off balance, get the defense in rotation. We don't have anything going for ourselves right now. And when we do get something going, it's usually Jalen Brunson getting something or for him trying to make a play. And that just doesn't even look effective right now, right? He looks good, but at no points am I saying if Jalen Brunson has a great game, is this going to affect us winning or not? Because everybody else seems like they're in the mud right now, right? You're getting flashes from Bridges. You're getting flashes from OG. But I think from a defensive standpoint, we don't get enough from them. Simple and guys that we called Wingstop and guys that we thought that were going to be some Scottie Pippen, Kawhi Leonard type stoppers on the wings. Them guys don't look like that right now. Very, very inconsistent. This rotation that we have right now is suspect, extremely suspect. We went from playing 7 guys to now we playing 11 guys. And as much as you guys wanted the bench to be a part of what we do, you can't roll out 11 guys and think that that's, going to be the recipe for success. Everybody's not going to have it every night. And if you're just throwing guys out there to figure out who got it and who doesn't, that doesn't put trust in any of the guys coming off the bench or any kind of rotation. Because now you don't know how guys are playing off of guys, who's comfortable with who, what lineups work and what lineups don't. After 5 games, there's cause to pause. You got to have concerns. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Panicking? No. But there's definitely things that you got to question. Carl looks lost in this offense. He looked a lot better tonight. He looked a lot more under control, right? But there's no sense of urgency on anybody's face. I don't see guys high-fiving. I don't see the energy up on this team. They look like they just figuring out how to play together. And the team has been the core for the last year or so. This is the same team coming off of conference finals. Big shout out to Mitchell Robinson for being back. I don't think that he was as big of an impact as I would have liked him to have been.
What?
11 rebounds off the bench. 11 rebounds. He wasn't as big of an impact as I liked him to be.
Wow.
You come back and we give up 135 points. You come back and we give up 100 points in 3 quarters. Our defense was not good. So yeah, you could feel good about Mitch. I'm talking about us as a collective right now. He was good. Box score great. But what I was watching out there, okay. We got things to figure out, Fabian. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. And this is the expectation that I had. This is the exact expectation that I had. So this is why I'm not panicking or not feeling like, we're behind the 8 ball. I'm concerned because I see some things that it could snowball. Guys could start getting frustrated. Then what? So I don't know. I don't like the loss tonight, though.
I think that's they spoke to that on a broadcast several times. Like they were frustrated. There was no hype behind it. And usually, you know what, Josh Hart, him not being able to, yell at the refs too much. I think he's so off right now. I'll start off with him. He's so off rhythm. Whatever's going on with him, he's not the same Josh Hart. Obviously, with no points, 1 rebound, I think 1 assist. He no points. Josh Hart, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 fouls. He only got 1 shot up, which was the 3-point shot. That we're missing that energy. We spoke about him, Westbrook, and even Draymond, the guys that provide they break the ice. If he's going to be a firecracker with the ref, and I think if you see that as a teammate, you don't want him to come at you like that, or maybe, I don't know if he breathes respect or fear out of anybody. I don't know if PJ Tucker provided that in the second half of last season. AllBall will speak to that. But somebody has to break the ice at some point. And I see too much cackling with Karl Anthony Towns and the coach. What the hell kind of a conversation do you need to have, Mike Brown? Every time he walks by you, there is a Martin Luther King speech. Bro.
Good.
Why? So if you okay, so you're on the court, you're Karl Anthony Towns, and you want to have that much of a conversation? Yes. At that length with 30,000 people yelling.
Yes, because you look unenthused. Yes, because you don't play with any energy. Yes, because you're not playing big. Yes, because you're not asserting yourself as the best player on the floor. On a lot of nights, Karl Anthony Towns shit offline. We was just talking about this, me and you. Were we not? On certain nights, Karl Anthony Towns should be the best player on the floor by far. And it's never those nights. There's never those nights. So yes, Mike Brown, if you got to have some kind of conversation to be in his ear, because you were a part of another number 1 pick, and I'm not comparing him. He is not Tim Duncan, but he was in the locker room. He was on that coaching staff with Tim Duncan, right? Like, and do something with this guy. Inspire him somehow.
He's been around number 1 picks, champions, MVPs, all NBA dudes.
A lot of number 1 picks.
Why are you laughing? Where's David Smith at? Dave Smith jumped in though the 3 games ago, or 2 games ago.
No, he did. He's been ghost the last 3 games. This last 3 games losing streak, you ain't seen David Smith around.
He was here. Go back. Nah. He's in the live, and he's saying y'all looking for a fallout guy, a fall guy, trying to catch the fall guys to get Giannis. I'm telling you, he was there. David Smith representing. I can't. But we agree about. You got to talk to Cat and try to motivate him. We agree about that. I don't think that's how you motivate him. You can't. That a conversation's not gonna happen. You got to yell at him, make him feel bad. You're sensitive about him being sensitive. Nah, Mike Brown. I don't like that. I want you to balk on him. We talked about this 100 times. So you telling me that would be your approach? Maybe you and Karl Anthony Towns absorb information the same way. You would like to have the conversation instead of getting cursed out.
No, I'm just say something. Whatever the context is, I don't care. But show us that you are engaged with your second best player. Show us that you're trying to get him up to speed on what we're trying to do. The dude said he's confused, basically. To start the season, he said, I don't know where I fit. And it's clear as day. He wasn't lying. Over the first 5 games, aside from the injury, yes, the dude is hurt. But if you are out there and playing, I got to critique you. I can't give a fuck about if you're hurt or not. If you are out there playing, how can I hold back on being able to critique you? If you hurt, sit down. Get out the way. Because now you're devoid of criticism. But if you are out there, part of what we're doing, you got to be a part of the criticism, because guess what? If you out there kicking ass, you're going to be a part of the praise.
I don't mind him being part of the criticism, man.
Me neither.
He is part of the criticism. Like we just said, he's supposed to be a number one when Brunson's not in the lineup. He's supposed to be a number one a lot of times when Brunson's on the court. I don't know whether they like each other or not, but Brunson doesn't know how to get anybody the ball. There's plenty of times like the fake pass and didn't know how to get it to Carl Towns at the top of the key, finally passed it to him, and he missed a shot early in the fourth quarter or the middle of the fourth quarter. That was one time. Then he's not able to throw a lob pass to Mitchell Robinson. How long have you been playing with Mitchell Robinson for, bro? He's 7 feet tall. What kind of brain surgery is Jalen Brunson trying to perform out there? He had a nice scoring wise, but in the first quarter, I thought Jalen Brunson was killing a lot of the momentum with his one-on-one shit. And the second quarter was abysmal. And I totally disagree with Flea. He'll jump back on in a second. Mitchell Robinson showed you why you can only name a handful of guys in the NBA that's on his level of defense. I don't know what anybody's talking about. I don't know what you guys are seeing. And he wasn't even, to your point, I think Nostalgia said it, he looked slow. He looked slow, and he was still that dominant to me. He's just changing shots. Of course, there's times where he can't keep up with certain perimeter players. He has a couple of silly fouls himself, but I like Mitchell Robinson today. That plus minus is at 0 for a reason. That's not just a box score watch. He was effective changing shots, offensive rebounding, extending possessions. So in the first quarter, you saw the difference once he sat down at the 9-minute mark, and he came back in the 3 or 4 minute mark. In the second quarter, the Bulls they blew the lid off the can because they knew, yo, bench is coming in here. The bench killed us. Their bench destroyed us. The San Miyayu, whatever his name is, destroyed us, Flea. And the Deuce lineup with Cat, with the starting five, Deuce, Cat, OG, Bridges, and Brunson is trash. You can't start with that, and you definitely can't end with that. If Mitchell Robinson got to sit, you can't put Deuce in the game, and I don't know how to figure that out. I was also impressed with not seeing Yabusele's ass in the second half. I don't know if I'm mistaken, but I don't remember seeing him not one time in the second half.
He did not. He did not play. He hit a 3 in the first half. He took another shot, and we yanked him.
Sit his ass right down.
He's not in shape. He's not in shape.
But Mike Brown is starting to get into coaching shape. There's things that I saw in the preseason, get the ball to Mitch, and it was in the corner. I saw 2 plays to start the second half. In the beginning of the third quarter, Karl Towns in the corner. What Avon said, Flea? I want my corners. Cat was in the right corner. Bridges drove, got the basket. Brunson came down. Next possession, Cat's in the corner, drives to the basket after he got the ball. That's when he tried to yam it and fell on his ass. Of course he fell on his ass. He's Cat. But it was 2 possessions back to back. He's starting from the corner. When Brunson had to play in the corner in the first half, hit a 3. Brunson had to hit a corner 3 in the second half also. I was loving seeing that from Mike Brown. So when you say they didn't run plays, I was disagreeing with that too. Like, yo, there was a lot of things going on in that third quarter that they got away from in the fourth quarter. The Mitchell Robinson factor, we can't control that because he's obviously on a minutes restriction, game restriction.
Why? If you love what Mitch did so much, look at what SF Wisdom said. If you love what Mitch did so much, how can you only rely on that from a 4-game basis and get you 10 rebounds a game, and like he said, affect a couple of shots? How can you be okay with that? I'm not okay with that. With hitching my wagon and hitching the success of the New York Knicks to Mitchell fucking Robinson all the time. It's getting sickening, man. That the only reason that we are going to be at all in a semblance of a defense is if he plays. And we don't know when he's going to play. And we don't know how long he's going to play. He got in the game. Started the game. and was out of there in 3 minutes. By the 9-minute mark in the first quarter, he was gone. I can't anymore. I can't hitch my wagon to him anymore. We got to continue to find ways to be successful on the defensive end without him. And you could continue to gas him and make him feel as important as he wants to, Fabian. I'm done with that shit. If you are not going to be available on a regular basis, how can you not be a starting center and play 65 games a year and play 25 to 30 games a night? 25 to 30 minutes a night. How can you not?
If you're looking to win this way, and that's what we talked about with the Zion trade, the Giannis trade, unless you trading for them and it's available, we got to deal with Mitch. It's not like I'm saying it's the only way. It's not like I'm saying you wrong. I can't even argue that shit. That shit, you reminded me of the truth. That's the other side to it. Hold on. Why the hell can't we play defense without Mitchell Robinson? We are relying on him to come in there and fix everything, and that's been the Thibodeau whole thing. So again, that's another part of the equation that Mike Brown got to figure out. Who's going to replace Mitchell Robinson? That's been the problem, and it still exists in this game. It happened the first 4 games, and it happened in this game. When he sat down, it was a different story. So if he's going to be on our roster and you didn't trade for Giannis, because you know Shams wants to make his bread, clickbait all over again and bring that back up as if we didn't know. Yes, the Giannis trade was available, bro. We get it. You're going to mention it for the 35th time. He's making his rounds around every other podcast. I don't know why. Who knows why? Like, why was Stephen A. Smith on a podcast tour? Who the hell knows to promote ESPN while NBA's back on? I don't know how this works. I hope to find out, though, Flea. But
they had the highest viewership in the 15 years for the first week of the season.
In 15 years. NBA's back, baby. That's a little funny, though. Real quick sidebar. How did that happen?
Because you could watch them all over the place now. You could watch these niggas. These niggas is on Prime. These niggas is on Peacock, NBC, NBA TV, ESPN, and League Pass, right? So they're all over the place. So yeah. And they promoted it all summer long. So they gave people enough time to pay that $600 and get right.
But you can't watch Mitchell Robinson.
Because he's never fucking out there.
Right.
Because he's never fucking out there.
Would you say the NBA is available all the time, but not Mitchell Robinson? Right.
Except him. And we treat him like this treasure trove. Like,
dude, hold on. I don't think we do. They didn't extend them for a reason.
Good. Tell me in the last 2 seasons what has told you that we need to continue to keep Mitchell Robinson. He needs to be in our future plans.
The way we look without him.
How do we look with him?
To me, amazing. I think when he's healthy, when he's playing, I should say, when he's playing, I think we could beat anybody.
The term "when he's healthy" should only be referred to with great players.
Right.
Like Kawhi Leonard gets hurt. When he's healthy, he's great. Like that term should only be reserved for greatness. I don't want to hear shit about, when Todd Day is healthy, he's great. Don't talk to me about them type of niggas. When Mitchell Robinson is healthy, he's great. He's cool. He's cool.
That's fair.
What is King Speech talking about? There's what patience? We've had this nigga for years. What type of patience do you want me to have for Mitchell Robinson? What?
You know why that's fair? Because if we were impatient with Tom Thibodeau, how come Flea can't be impatient with Mitchell Robinson's health?
I don't understand.
Tell him, Flea.
I don't get it. I don't get it. What type of patience am I supposed to have for him at this point? What? Moments? I can't put together a string of time where I can rely on this dude. There's no moments. I'm good. He should be putting fear in the... Draymond Green just came out and said the reason why he doesn't respect us is because there's a lot of guys on the floor that are not willing to defend at a high level for us to win. Now, whether you like Draymond Green or not, that's not the question. What was said is extremely, extremely valid. So if our best player, Jalen Brunson, our second best player, Karl-Anthony Towns, are subpar defenders, and we rely so much on Mitchell Robinson, who may be there, who may not be there, what does that say about us on the defensive end? What does it say about us? Seriously.
Well, I didn't know you were going to go to the Draymond clip so soon. What's wrong with you, Flea?
It wasn't. Listen, there's nothing much to say about, bro. There's nothing much to say about this game. There's nothing else to break down. We had our four best players over 20 points tonight, and we didn't win. You know why? Because we can't defend.
Listen.
It's simple. It's simple at this stage.
Listen. We can't stop anybody. Like, I'm talking about from the perimeter. It was like, I think I tweeted out, I said, yo, we can't stop people bouncing a ball running past us.
We're late on
how else can you put that?
Fabian, we're late on every rotation.
Rotation before you can even talk about the rotation or whatever's going to help you. I'm talking about one-on-one. They cross half court. They were throwing the ball on the inbounds to the half court. You didn't see this? Brunson, stop bitching about not getting a call. Stop falling. They're throwing the ball after an inbounds pass. If you don't hear the whistle, why are you on the floor? That's what they're doing. And on top of that, we can't stop nobody. And you got some nerve being on the floor and not playing defense. You already don't play defense. This shit is that by the second quarter, I'm like, yo, so we can't even just set our feet, slide at all? Wing stop? Bridges was disgusting. Deuce McBride for two plays, maybe? When Josh was out, Josh was killing. Josh Giddey was destroying us, except when OG was guarding him.
Josh Giddey gonna be an all-star this year.
He looks like it.
The way he's playing, Josh Giddey gonna be an all-star this year.
Billy Donovan, my opinion, the most underrated coach in the league.
You've said that. You've said that for a while.
He constantly lives up to it. Jordan Clarkson, you're a bum. He's a bum.
This is what you're going to get from Jordan Clarkson. Like I said, a hired gun that if he is not hitting, he ain't doing shit else. He ain't doing shit else. He had a block shot tonight that I really loved on a defensive end. I was like, okay, that's a defensive play that I don't see Jordan Clarkson make all the time. If we start stacking those, that's what I'm saying. I don't care about what we're going to get from him offensively, because there's going to be nights where he's got it rolling, and there's going to be nights where we're going to come here and do what we do right now. So it ain't about that. What can we get from all of these guys getting stops? Deuce McBride, focus on always being a dog defensively. You worked on your game, on your jump shot. You worked on your ball handling skills. So now you're a guy that's going to play the most minutes coming off the bench. Go look at the minutes and tell me who played the most minutes off the bench tonight, bro. You probably don't even got to look because you know it's Deuce.
I didn't know it was Deuce. He had 29 minutes.
Is he the most minutes off the bench?
Yes, 29 minutes.
That's how it should be going forward.
I don't like him with that starting lineup, bro. Enough is enough with that. They don't play well together. When Mitch was out, the first game, Deuce started, right?
Yes.
I don't remember him starting again because
Huck.
I thought Huck started game 2.
Huck started against Boston to start the season. I mean, against Cleveland to start the season. Second game of the season.
I think Deuce started second thing, and then the third was Huck, and then fourth was like Shamit.
There you go.
Deuce, I don't like that lineup. And you saw it again in the fourth quarter. That's when we blew the lead. We were only down by like 4. And Cat went on a Cat. He missed 2 3-point shots, and it was a 12-point swing because Josh Giddey, I think he had 2 and 1s, or had an and 1 and a 3-point shot. No, Tony, I disagree. Mikal Bridges, he played all right on defense. On offense, I was impressed with him. On offense today, I love what Mikal Bridges was doing. He got to the basket. He's the only guy on the team that can set up Mitchell Robinson for whatever reason. Jalen Brunson, yeah, you're right, King Speech. I was saying that too. He got alligator arms. I don't want to say the word, but he got little people arms. It looks crazy. And how can you? I think I said it already, but how do you not know how to just throw the ball up to a 7-foot guy? Flea. It's two guys on you. Mitchell Robinson's guy, Vucevic, he's not playing drop. He's playing up on you to W. Just throw it. Just throw it like a shot. But he's so used to his scoring momentum that he's not used to passing the damn ball. And
they asked, hey, heroic. They asked Denzel in the courtroom. Denzel said, "I'm drunk right now." He said, "I'm drunk right now." Sweating bullets, drinking water. He said, "I'm drunk right now."
That's Mike Brown.
Yep.
Speaking of drunk, we ain't drunk off these Knicks. He got Desmond Bane arms. Who got shorter arms? Desmond Bane, Beaming Boy, or Jalen Brunson?
Beaming Boy.
They both look crazy. Nah, they both look crazy. Mr. Dagger Status, what's going on, man? You always showing love. The Knicks, it's the defense,
Monkey
man.
Wrench.
Monkey Wrench, what's going on? It's the defense, man, like you said, Flea. Hold on before we do.
Oh, you said Mr. Dagger Status? That's my brother, Al.
Yeah, I always see him on Instagram and on here.
That's
Best Buy, thank you for your $4.99.
99.
Major
Jazz
defense.
daughter plays basketball too, y'all. She's up next. I just need to tell y'all that. Jazz's daughter is a hooper. I'm not gonna say her name right now, but we're just gonna let that simmer for a second. But when it's time to do what we do, yeah. She's getting to it.
What city is that?
That's Jersey.
Okay. Jersey's a state, but okay. Make sure. I'm sorry.
I mean, you said city. I'm just saying where she's from, Jersey.
You heard the tone in his voice. Major defensive problems can't hold teams under. Don't you ruin my super chat.
I'm sorry.
So you read it.
Major defensive problems can't hold teams under 105 points. Cat is no number 2 option. Help Fabian fix this ASAP. Appreciate you, Best Buy.
So nice. He sent it twice.
Heard you.
Hold on. You want your money back, Best Buy? Was that an accident? Turbo. Smash that like button. Correct. Smash that like button. Hit the membership button. Hit all that and a dime sack. And we got the what you call that shit? The green joint? Cash App. We got that shit in the description too.
Cash App it. Why y'all? I know shit rough right now, but send us something.
It is the holidays. Yeah.
Fuck the holidays. Holidays about to be canceled. Y'all really want to make a statement? Cancel the holidays and shit. No Thanksgiving, no Christmas, no nothing.
We going watch Sour on them?
Niggas don't want to do that. Make a statement. See how we spank Target, right? Let's spank these niggas. Let's spank them again. Niggas don't want to do that, though. Let's stay on Target. My fault. Let's get back to the Knicks.
What kind of reverse militant? What the fuck? We sick of this fucking defense. We're sick of people being right, giving premonitions, and all these ball players keep coming out talking about Mike Brown is trash. He's too nice of a guy. Draymond Green is back, barking in his mouth. Jesus Christ. The mouth of the South strikes again. Here he is talking about the Knicks.
Personally, the Knicks, I just don't believe that they're contenders. I don't think they have what it takes to win at the highest level. I think you can stifle their offense and make it hard on them. And I just think ultimately, guys, and don't really want to defend, it makes it tough to win at the highest level. And so that's kind of my question with the Knicks. The Rockets, personally, the Knicks,
You can stifle our offense. You can't stop anybody.
Here's my thing. And
Hold
y'all
on.
know I'm the biggest Draymond hater of all, right?
Kyle Everett said
He
Draymond
read y'all like a fucking book. But here's the thing. Forget the messenger. I know that's very, very hard for some of you niggas, King Speech. I know that is very, very hard for some of you niggas. Look at what he's saying. Look at what he's saying. There's nothing wrong about what he's saying. It's the absolute truth. We've been watching this for a very long time. This is the absolute truth. It's nothing that he said is inaccurate. Does our offense get stifled? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Do we not defend? Do our best players lack the ability to play on a high level on the defensive end? The answer is yes. The buck stops there. I don't understand. Fuck the 5 games. We got a bigger sample size than that. Our best 2 players not defending has been like that since last season. We're not talking about now. We're a championship level team, right? So if we're a championship level team, we're talking about what we've been building on. And right now, the foundation of who we are as a defensive ball club ain't it. It's not it. It wasn't it with Thibs. Miss me with that shit. It wasn't it with a defensive-minded coach. It wasn't. At some point, we got to start talking about the players. Like I've been saying. Come on, y'all. Come on. We got to be fair about where we're at. We can't kick this, it's too early shit. Because what did I say the other day? Thanksgiving to be here. Christmas to be here. New Year's to be here. And then what we talking about? It's still early? We got to give fair assessments. This is the world we live in today. We got to give fair assessments as they come. This is Knicks Rehab. This is the part of the rehab, baby. 5 games in, we 2-3. We looking shitty. So we going to talk about it.
I like this question. Aren't Bridges and Anunoby supposed to be defensive specialists?
They're supposed to be good.
I think OG and Mitchell Robinson are defensive specialists. I don't think Bridges is. And if he's not, he's good. He's great on smaller, lanky, weak point guards. But if he's not great, you got Brunson and Cat. So out of the 2 out of your 5 players, your 2 star players fit the description to what Draymond is talking about. They don't want to play defense. That's crazy. Not wanting to play defense is nuts. That's the first thing. Like, everything he said is correct. Matt Barnes is looking like he's a genius. Talking about Mike Brown. And, I mean, we're hearing more and more from players that are saying things that we already thought. Former players, including Flea, the Flea Stradamus. You're going to regret it. I can't wait 2 months from now. 2 more months, end of the summer. I can't wait. I can't wait to see who we hire. And when it was Mike Brown, the rumor was it cut. And King speaks with another great question. Didn't Draymond Green have Mike Brown as a top assistant coach? That's a tough question. You know why?
So what?
No. Why so what, Flea? Why so what?
So what?
What do you mean?
So what? Well, I'm okay. Let me be quiet and let me let you respond to that. Because for me, that means nothing. Respectfully to King's Speech. I rock with King's Speech. But so what?
It means a lot when Draymond is pretty loyal and when he's an honest guy to me. He just shoots. He's a straight shooter. And if Mike Brown was that great and he believed in him, he would not be talking like that about the Knicks.
And I look at it very differently. I don't think that's an indictment on Mike Brown. I think that's an indictment on the players. He's talking about that was a clear shot at the 2 best players on their team. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that has okay. If you look at it like that, King's Speech is bringing that attention. I like that. I like that aspect. For me, though, we watched last year him and Cat mix it up a little bit and him question who Cat was as a tough nosed, bring it to me type player. We watched that, and they lost that game in Golden State, right? Now he's questioning the defensive capabilities of Jalen Brunson. And I think that's fair, right? It would be insane. It would be insane to think that Jalen Brunson is going to be some lockdown defender. I am not saying that. I don't think you, OG, or anybody in the chat is expecting that. So I don't think we're that ridiculous or delusional to think. But when you do watch games, he is hunted out, right? They do try to get him in the pick and roll and get their best player with him on them so that he can cook. Far too many times is he found in the post fighting for his life. Far too many times is he found looking left, looking right in easy pick and roll situations. If he's not barking out coverages, what are you doing? You got to be the head of the snake on both ends of the court as well. And that doesn't mean being the best defensive player on the other side, but that means being competent. That means as much as you communicate on the offensive end, telling Cat, yo, you got to be here, you got to be here. That's enough. He's always having serious conversations with Cat on the offensive end. Why the fuck are we not huddling up and saying, yo, let's get it together and get a stop? I never see that. The same type of energy on that end of the basketball court needs to be brought, and it's not there. That's a problem.
Yeah, the more you talk, the more you make sense, because how many times do we hear this is the best scoring starting five since the 80s Celtics, and it was like, yeah, what about the rest of the team, and what about the other side of the court where you got to defend that? So, like you said, whether it's Thibs, whether it's Mike Brown, all right, so everybody's not playing 40 minutes a game, 35 minutes a game, which was never my issue to begin with. Don't lump me in with all these other chumps who think we're just overplaying whoever it is. It's the right lineups. So Mike Brown still hasn't. Today, I think he showed more promise with that. It's the right lineups. You don't play Josh Hart 40 minutes with those lineups. That's what I've always had a beef with. No, play the right lineups. If Mike Brown is struggling figuring that out, if Mike Brown is supposed to come over here and do what the Chicago Bulls are now doing and what the Miami Heat are now doing. The Miami Heat are playing basically just like Chicago right now, which is every inbounds pass, they kick it out to half court, and it's a fast pace. How come we're not kicking it out to half court off an inbounds pass if it's a faster pace? We are currently 23rd in the league in pace, 99. 96 is the lowest, and that's the Clippers. They're the oldest team in the league. So we're 3 paces away from the Clippers.
Where do we stand in terms of defense? Where are we in terms of defense?
Middle of the pack, 115. Offensively, middle of the pack, 114. 15th and 14th place.
No. Middle of the pack, what do you mean? 15, 16, 17?
16. They have a defensive rating of 116, of 115, and they're in 16th place. They have an offensive rating of 114, and that's 16th place.
Average.
Correct.
Average on both sides. Average. Not above average. Average. What did you say? Middle of the pack. So, listen. 25 points off of turnovers tonight can't happen. You get a pretty decent offensive output from your 4 best players, but you give up 135 points. That's not a recipe for success for any team. We go play the Washington Wizards and do that, we will lose. Charlotte Hornets, we will lose. You got to be able to defend. And we could talk about that ad nauseum. And you know what? A shot at Karl Anthony Towns, a shot at Jalen Brunson. But you know what? You guys are right, because the quote-unquote defensive coordinator for that Golden State Warriors team was Mike Brown. But that's all he had to focus on, right? That's all he had to focus on. He was able to get a little creative in Sacramento, right? They were a top offense, I believe, when he was there. But I've always wondered what were they defensively? Did he get away from that? Because right now there's little to no effort. Little to no effort.
And you're sick of blaming everyone blaming Mike Brown or Thibs.
At this point, bro, like you got to start looking at the roster too. Is this a Mike Brown type team? This team was built for Thibs, specifically for Thibs. Leon Rose specifically built this team for Thibs. Right now, I'm asking, is the construction of players a Mike Brown type team? What is a Mike Brown type team from your perspective? Chat, let me know too. What is a Mike Brown type team? We've been watching him for a long time.
Hit that like button, subscribe, share with people, tell them to chime in, man.
Happy Friday to everybody. Happy Halloween if you do that type of thing. Hope everybody is having a blessed Friday for real.
I don't know what,
bro.
No,
what is a Mike Brown team? Like, what? How do you?
I wouldn't know because he never won. Like, and he was never coach of the year. Was he coach of the year with Cleveland? Maybe.
Yeah, I think he's won coach of the year at some point.
Okay, so that was almost 20 years ago. So in the in this new era, he was maybe in the running for it with Sacramento, but the fall off the next season was bad.
Did he win it with Sacramento? Wait a minute, didn't he?
Nah, there's no way he won in Sacramento.
Fact check that. Let's fact check that.
We can because OKC guy won it last year. Thibodeau won it between that time. I think Budenholzer got it.
See, he was coach of the year with Sacramento. That's what I thought.
Really?
Yes. They were that good, bro.
They were
third seed. They were third. Golden, they lost that 7-game series, but they were the higher seed. They had home court advantage. Game 7 was at their crib.
I was big on them, like the beam.
Right.
So is it mimicking the Golden State Warriors? Is some because look at Kenny Atkinson. He's not gonna get any slack for that Cleveland team who's going through the same struggles. Basically, they haven't changed. And again, to your point, the players haven't changed. The coaches have, and the same results happen, and they look the same, and they look soft. And the Knicks,
they lost a couple key spots over there. I thought.
Who, Cleveland?
Yeah.
But the core four is the same, I'm saying. And it's the same outcome. For us, core four is the same. Same outcome. Mitchell Robinson.
But maybe that's where it's at. Because as championship teams, when you talk about championship teams, it's that one tinker, right? A championship team. OKC is on the cusp. Championship team. Caruso. Hart. Small tinkers, right? Then now it's like, right? So you trying to figure out what that small tinker is. Cleveland, Lonzo Ball, DeAndre Hunter. Is that the small tinker that takes them? Evan Mobley still elevating, obviously defensive player of the year. Now he's taking another level up on the offensive end. Obviously, we know what Donovan Mitchell is, right? But the small tinkers, is that what's going to take? So for us, is Yabusele and Clarkson, are they the small tinkers? Like, I'm being funny right now, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard for teams to find a core, right or wrong. What we have is not very easy to find. So when you do find that, the small tinkers matter now. So we trying to figure out what that small move or what that major move is. And right now, I don't think they figured that out yet.
You're going to walk me right into my nightly reminder of the team from 2 years ago that was just the best Knicks team of my life. That's such an interesting question, though. Like, how do you basically replicate the Sacramento Kings then? Because it fits the same era. There's no dominant De'Aaron Fox type of guard, but Brunson's supposed to replace that. And it's not like, De'Aaron Fox is a better passer than Brunson. Yeah.
But you don't. I'm going to talk about a couple of guys, and you don't particularly like these guys. Right. But what I'm saying is something like that matters. You don't like Keegan Murray, but Keegan Murray can shoot it at a high level. We don't have a high-level shooting guy. Kevin Waiter, or Kevin Herter. How do you say his name?
Herter, the one who just killed us tonight.
Right, who played excellent tonight. But again, Kevin Herter was a guy on that Sacramento team. But another one that's a shooter. What I'm saying is Knicks don't have that
many shooters.
Right?
We don't have that shooting.
Right, that level of shooting. Even if he wanted, and it goes back to what we were saying before about trying to mimic what Golden State does. He spent a lot of time with Steve Kerr, right? And now he kind of implemented that with Sacramento. But the fact of the matter is, it all gets back to, is this the type of roster that he's going to be successful with, and they're going to be successful under him? There's no shooting. There's no guys that could fill it up. And not guys that's going to fill it up and average 18 to 20 a night, but guys that can hit shots.
Yes, and it goes back to, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I've been saying this since last year. Number one, we also don't have people that can set real screens. And unless they're going to start doing what Memphis tried last year, and I think what they're saying about Miami this year, where they're not setting screens and they're just doing a lot of movement, which I don't know what the hell that is. Like, I just thought, like, yo, why are you guys just making shit up? Like, okay, so you guys don't set screens?
Yeah,
word?
Pros. You got to remember, they're pros. They're going to fill up, you're taught to fill open holes, run wide, back cut. Like, for me, I've always thought of, if I don't have the basketball, I need to either be moving or either need to be setting the screen to free somebody else up, right? I'm still watching how Miami is moving in that free flowing. I even tried to watch them last night against Miami. Against San Antonio. We watched them against us, and I'm trying to figure out like how they're making that work and be successful, but it works, and it works for teams, to be honest with you, that can hit shots. We got guys that could shoot it a little bit, but we ain't got enough guys that, this nigga's gonna hit shots tonight.
Yeah. And
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this nigga's gonna hit shots
because if Shamit's gonna be on the floor, Deuce McBride was minus 22 plus minus today, by the way. Like, that's why it didn't look good when he was on the court. If Shamit, if you're gonna be on the court, you have to hit the shots. And you know what? To your point, we're asking too much of Landry Shamet. Way too much. I don't care if he shoots 39% from the field. There's a reason why he's been on 10 teams. He almost didn't make the roster. Jordan Clarkson, I never thought was going to be a six-man this year. Impossible to me. I'm like, yo, I don't know what y'all are watching. It's just highlights everybody's watching. That's not 82 games, 70 games of professional six-man. No way. And today, the last 5 games, he's been proving it. I can't wait for him to prove me wrong. Cool. But another guy that we're asking too much of. And then that in turn, I'm saying Deuce is our six-man, but am I asking too much of him? The same way you're asking, we're asking way too much from Mitchell Robinson, who doesn't even want to be asked to do shit. Jalen Brunson, we're asking him to be a Steve Nash. All I'm really asking for tonight, Flea, I've been stressing this, Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson from the corners. They had two 2 corner threes. Both of them were.
What am I looking at? Tell me what I'm looking at.
It's Karl Anthony Towns
and Jalen Brunson shot
chart. Right.
Okay.
And Karl Anthony Towns hit the one on the right, and Brunson hit the one on the left. I only know that because I remember watching it.
Oh, this is not separated. This is just okay. Thank you.
Appreciate okay. So this is Cats. So he was 1 for 5 from 3, and everything else came from the paint. And I really I thought he played well. Karl Anthony Towns, considering.
I thought this was the best game out of the first 5 games. Man.
Yes. Whether he's hurt or whatever, most of Brunson's shots were hit. I thought
this was the best game.
Yeah, I thought Brunson played okay. But with Karl Anthony Towns, he was starting
to let me see OG shot chart tonight, please.
Karl Anthony Towns was starting to pick it up. Why is he so low?
See, that's what I'm saying.
What don't you like about this?
And I mean, it's who he is now at this point, right? He's relegated to having to just be the 3-and-D type of guy. But I feel like he could get so mixy in the paint. I like the fact that he got so many points in the paint. What is that? 2, 4, 6, 8? Is that 8, 10, maybe? That looks like 5 circles. Like, mix it up. Put pressure on the defense. Same thing for Bridges. Let me see Bridges.
Couple of mid-range shots.
Yeah, couple of the minutes. I mean,
He was starting to game 5 from the corner also. But
this
again,
looks like a typical shot chart for him.
it does. But today was better. Today was better. I'm not trying to. I just wasn't as crazy about this loss as the last loss. Because Karl Anthony Towns played better in that second half. I don't want to get gassed about Mitchell Robinson like you said, but on offense, I saw something different. What Karl Anthony Towns did in the corner was great. Even Brunson, we need to see more of that. And they totally got away from that at the end of the game. You got to have one of those guys in the corner. And then you saw at some point they had Karl Anthony Towns and Brunson on one side of the court, and then the other side of the court is open. That's a true strong side now. Like, maybe I'm crazy, but like I said, everything's like football. So if you got 2 number 1 type wide receivers on one side of the field, dog, you're gonna get the ball on the other side of the line. That's how it works. You're gonna be 1-on-1 with no help up top. You get to go 1-on-1 with no help in the middle. They can't help all Brunson and Cat. They're gonna catch and shoot crazy. And Karl Anthony Towns, why is it that you could bust a spin move on the left side of the backboard, but you can't do it on the right side of the backboard? Why do you keep driving and you can't stop on a dime and go for that shot? That's what's separating him between him and Dirk. I don't see that enough. Like, you just, as soon as you know I'm gonna drive the ball, I'm just gonna drive. It's like you could really pull up if you want to from 8 feet out, from the elbow. And
you think
I'm
he
like,
got a bag? He don't.
he does, right.
You think he got
hold
a bag?
on. But all right, you say that, right? But I was so shocked when he busted a spin move and he was initially called for the offensive foul, and they had to reverse it. And I was shocked. I'm like, you did a spin move?
Look, certain guys' temperaments are who they're gonna be, right? Like, so we gotta stop. And I mean, we just meaning whoever feels like Carl was soft. I used to call Cat soft, right? We got to understand that what this dude's temperament is, right? But what I am gonna say though is that if he ever did play with a level of fire, you don't have to be somebody that you're not. I understand it. We're not asking you to be some bully and some nigga that talks shit and is rah-rah. If that's not you, that's not you. But playing with fire, every person can play with a level of fire. You can, Fabian. I can. Niggas in the chat, everybody could play with a level of fire. And if he ever brought that on a consistent basis, I just feel like he would be a better player. But maybe not even a different player, but a better player.
But that's not fire, because that's going back to Draymond Green's point about it's not just wanting to play defense, it's wanting to play offense at that intense level. It's not that, bro. I think he plays a low IQ game. That's what I think of Cat. I think it's low IQ. For you to be able to
nothing about go ahead.
Nothing about go ahead.
No, nothing about it seems like he's strategic at what he's doing. There's no strategy or approach. Like, thank you, Heroic. Tim Duncan played with fire, but was he rah-rah? No, he wasn't rah-rah, but he played with a ton of fire. But yes, going back to Cat, bro. Yeah, that's it right there. There's no strategy. If I'm going up against Joel Embiid tonight, I know what type of game I gotta play. But guess what? If I'm seeing Evan Mobley tomorrow night, I know how I gotta approach it. Okay, I don't see Evan Mobley tonight. I got Gobert the next night. So this is how okay, and then we got Jalen Duren because we're gonna go up against Detroit. I got Jalen Duren. Every night is approached the same. It don't matter who he play. It's the same. He attacks the same way. And so is that low IQ? I don't know if I equate that to being low IQ.
Absolutely. It absolutely is. No. Because you explained the exact thing that I wanted to say, and I couldn't say it in those words. There's no strategy behind Karl Anthony Towns, and he doesn't think the game. He doesn't. He does not think the game. And that's why people have a problem when they hear me calling him soft, anybody calling him soft. But because the other day, AllBall was saying that, like, just taking advantage of a mismatch. And it's like, bro, that's what soft players do. They don't take advantage of mismatches. You see it right there, and you still content. You're settling. When you settle, you giving up the advantage. And that's just what it is with Karl Anthony Towns, man. it's not like Jalen Brunson plays with the highest IQ all the time. And I think also with Cat, we saw him get it going in the fourth quarter, bro. And when he had it going, Brunson immediately went in there and tried to go for a layup. Yo, dog, you supposed to tell Jalen, yo, give me the fucking ball.
Basketball. Give me the basketball.
Deuce, and it's Cat's fault when he went for the stupid dribble handoff with Deuce. Why? He has Jalen Smith on the switch. What do you think was going to happen? He's not thinking the game, and he's not being aggressive. That means you don't really believe in yourself like that. That's what to me, that's what it boils down to. If you believe in yourself like that, that was a fake dribble handoff, turn back around and hit that free. He was at the free throw line, Flea. He's at the elbow. Who can't you shoot over at the elbow if Jalen Smith just switched onto McBride? You got the mismatch. But that's automatic.
With all that being said, I asked you a question the other day. Nobody gave me an answer. What did we finish after the first 11 games last season?
The first 11, I didn't look it up.
You didn't look it up?
No.
Just take a wild guess.
I know we beat Boston, and I'm trying to think when the Miami game. I mean, we lost to Boston. I'm trying to think of when the Miami game happened. I want to say
after 11 games, what do you think our record was last season?
6-5.
Flip it.
5-6.
Yeah.
But again,
after the first 11.
But that's not good.
It's not. Right? It's not. How many games did we finish? How many games did we win?
50, 54?
53? Somewhere there. So on one end, yes, you do understand it's a long ass season. It's 82 games, right? The ebbs and flows of a season. But some of the poor habits that 51, cool. But some of the poor habits that we're setting right now, we got to shake that. Because the poor habits that we had early on last season, I don't equate to the same poor habits we have to this season. And I think what we had last season didn't have the potential to snowball. This could snowball and it could end up bad. We're always going to play with some type of level of pride under Tom Thibodeau. I never felt like we quit. I never felt like we gave up. I never felt like we weren't playing collectively with Hart. Some nights you could say, "Oh, Cat didn't have it," but collectively, a Knicks team last season, whether you like Thibs or not, it's not about Thibs. I'm talking about playing under him. There was no give up. Every time we were down 20, we scratched and clawed our way. That's not giving up against under your coach. Call it what you want. We didn't.
But we fought back tonight. We fought back. We just, bro, I can't say we didn't fight back tonight. I just thought that second quarter, Mike Brown has not figured out the same thing Thibs ain't figured out. That shit without Mitchell Robinson, it's not that easy. This whole lineup is built around that guy, and you may have been right for the last year and a half. It's time to trade his ass. You can't wait on him. You can't. Amazement. Thank you for your $4.99.
$4.99.
Would y'all say this team lacks certain fundamentals? We look so lost and clueless at times. Team isn't on a string. Timely shooting. Shit.
Well, I agree with amazement and the lost and clueless at times. I was talking to my man Simon while I was watching the end of the game today, and I was just saying just how lost we look sometimes on the offensive end. Just completely lost and not knowing where to be and where to go, what spots to fill. When all of these guys have played together, the core of our guys have played together. You implementing a new system, cool. But certain foundational, fundamental things about basketball, you should still be able to have down pat, which should be able to get you over. So back to your point about having IQ. If you have high IQs and you a disciplined player, a coach could come in and implement a new system. If you got your fundamentals of who you are as a team, you should be able to lean on that and it not fuck the whole shit up just because he's bringing in something that he feels as a coach is going to help you or take you to the next level. this shouldn't be like growing pains. I get, but these growing pains look like it's going to be a season long of growing pains, and then maybe we'll rebound in 26, 27. But this feels like there will be growing pains for the duration.
I can't believe Landry Shaman shooting 38% from the field. It feels like he misses more shots than he
From the field or from three?
from three. After tonight, he's probably gonna drop. He's what, I think I saw 7 of 23 for the year, or 8 from 23. We certainly lack fundamentals because you can't figure out that they're trying to speed the game up, and you don't fall back. Why would you press? Why is anybody across half court? Why are you still on the front court if they're shooting the ball, patting on the inbounds for the first 5 plays? None of this tells you, hey guys, let's just after every shot, just like they teach you in junior high school, when the jump shot goes up, the guards shoot down court. After they go down court, this shit is like not Flea. Do I got this right? Yo, that's crazy.
Listen,
that's crazy, man. Listen,
there's a lot of things that we just not instinctually doing right now. Like I don't even feel like instincts are kicking in, where it's like, all right, we're not understanding what he may be asking us to do. Well, instincts kick in, and let's get back to basics and let's get to what we know, right? I'm not saying it should be a mutiny, but what I am saying is like, play basketball. When the shit breaks down, get back to the bread and butter. No, Jalen Brunson, that doesn't mean get back to pound, and get to what you want to get to. But it does mean understand that you've been playing with these guys for a season now. You should know where guys are the most successful at point guard.
oh God, no stray. I ain't seen no strays in a minute.
No stray. What up, boy?
Flea dresses the Miami Dolphins head coach this year. Fish, my fault. We'll get you up there next time, man. What's the next game?
Sunday.
God damn. Sunday. What time? What time? You gotta look it up?
I don't know.
Yo, chat. Let us know what time was the game on Sunday, man?
I don't know.
Oh, and I know it's the Bulls at home.
Yes,
this is a home and home. 7 p.m.
6 p.m. So 7 p.m. start time for y'all.
I'm gonna remember how sad y'all sound today when we were in the chip at the end of the year. Y'all are way too pessimistic. I'm out.
Goodbye. Good night.
Yeah,
good night, my brother.
Like,
good night. Appreciate your support. Good night.
We were so, I mean, maybe so, but I'm definitely, I liked a lot about tonight. I've seen more, even with the first 2 wins, even though we were kind of hyped, I was more excited about what I saw, like the things I saw today, especially with Cat in the corner, Brunson in the corner, Jordan Clarkson, for all the shit I talk about him. I think he's trash, but he had a great play coming out of the corner, drove to the baseline underneath the basket and got the foul. Got fouled on a 3-point shot, but there were some things I could take with tonight, Flea. I'm just the ghost of Draymond is lingering.
There is absolutely nothing that I can take away from the last 3 games that remotely tell me that, you know, we're going to have some huge turnaround. I'm going to stick to what I said. We are going to struggle for most of the part of this season. And struggle meaning just trying to figure out what works with this roster and our new coach. Just is what it is.
Are we live?
I'll be here at the end of the season, too.
Never the little one.
I'll be at the end of the season. I ain't running. I've been here a few years now. You niggas always try to bully me, but I'm fucking here. I'm still here. Like, I'm still here.
Yo, King Speech. Sunday night, post game. I'm off on Monday. We're gonna have you up here, man. I'll send a link in the chat. I don't know if we'll do a live during the game. Might do that. I talked to Flea about that. You know, Sundays is different with the family and all that, fellas, ladies and gents. Yo, I ain't seen Ola Turia and Darlene. They went on a mutiny against us. All I see is Monique. Shout out to Monique, man.
Mo, what up?
I just call her Mo to be on the safe side. I thought I see her name was Monique. So Sunday around what 9:30, 10 o'clock p.m.
We'll be here.
Next 5 should be easy. King's Speech is always you got some like beats from X-Men explanation. You know, because on the 15th of November we averaged 35,000 points. Like, all right, King's Speech.
King's Speech. That's our dog. We love him.
Oh yeah. You know what? I ain't see him tonight.
He just did a break-in.
Who did?
Nah, nigga Fish said, why does it look like I just did a B&E? No B&Es, Fish.
Fish, calm down, man. Yo, keep that offline. Listen, man, y'all know what this is, man. Sunday night.
Knicks Rehab.
I'm willing to do that King's Speech. A flea play. Only Fabian gets the flea play-by-play, man. He be on the phone like, yo, this nigga is crazy.
Might need King's Speech up there for that, no?
Let's do it.
You ain't supposed to promise him that shit. Leave him hanging, man. King's Speech be over here trying to play you, talking about, yo, man, you over here 5 games. David Smith been MIA. Yo,
they on his bumper. They on that nigga heels.
Yo, Fish, that's crazy, Fish. I'm trying to drop at least 10 pounds, man. I'm trying to live. True skills. Yo, true skills. You're the one with the email, right? I'm gonna be dead honest with you. I set the website up, made a new email for the website to contact us at AllBall email. It's 2 emails that we got so far that I've researched, I searched, I got it. Somebody left us a long ass email. I don't know if I sent you that, Flea. It was dope. I found y'all on this, that, and the third. And True Skills sent us another one, but I can't get back to it.
We love you, boy. We know that.
Yeah, I can't.
We're a little worried right now, baby. We're not pessimists. We're just worried. We're concerned parents. You know what I mean? Kids brought home a couple B's and C's and shit.
Oh yeah.
Concerned. No, we talking about the Knicks.
93 Zay.
No, I'll bust her ass.
93 Zay had me on Lakers games. Oh, okay.
We'll be the judge of that. Fuck
yeah, like
quite good. We'll be the judge of that.
Right. Yo, King's Speech, if you're trash, I'm kicking you off and acting like your internet fucked up, bro. I'm telling you that right now.
King's Speech, don't let Fabian bully you. Not let him bully you.
Fish DJ Envies.
I'm trying to figure out his name. I was trying to figure out his name right now, and it's just not coming to mind right now.
You remember when Ashley Larry called him, yo, you was over here scamming with Big Pun?
What was his name? Miguel Santiago?
I don't even know.
His name?
His whole getup was crazy.
Yeah, what was his name?
Yo, we out of here, man. AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.